Welcome, Queens. If you're here, it means you're ready to step into your power, level up, and become the best version of yourself. And today, we're talking about something every queen needs: unshakable confidence. How do you believe in yourself when the world tells you you're not enough? How do you rise up when people doubt you? How do you keep going when rejection hits you in the face? Well, let's take notes from a woman who turned heartbreak into power, who refused to let anyone define her worth. Elle Woods, the iconic main character from the movie Legally Blonde. In Legally Blonde, Elle Woods had it all: a glamorous life as the president of her sorority, the ultimate it girl in sunny California, and a boyfriend, Warner, who seemed like her forever. But one fateful dinner changed everything. Warner took her out to a fancy dinner, and Elle thought it was the moment. She was expecting a proposal. Instead, she got dumped. And not just any breakup. He told her she wasn't serious enough for his future, that he needed someone more sophisticated, someone who fit his vision of perfection. Imagine that. Being told you're not enough for the person you love. That everything you are, your personality, your style, your entire essence, just isn't right for them. Most people would have curled up in bed, cried for weeks, and let that rejection define them. But Elle? She made a decision. Instead of wallowing in heartbreak, Elle made a bold decision. She was going to Harvard Law. Not to win him back, but to prove to herself that she was more than just pretty. She was capable, smart, and unstoppable. Everyone doubted her, yet she shattered their expectations. Now, let's be real. How many of us would have done that? How many of us, after getting rejected, would say, "Okay, watch me"? Because that's the kind of energy Elle Woods had. It wasn't about revenge. It was about proving something to herself. People laughed at her. They called her a joke. Even the admissions officers at Harvard thought she wouldn't make it. But guess what? She got in. And that's the first big lesson. 1. Confidence isn't given to you. It's built. Nobody wakes up feeling confident every day. Confidence is earned through action. When Elle started law school, everyone underestimated her. They thought she was just some dumb blonde. Instead of letting their words define her, she put in the work. She studied harder than anyone else. She asked questions, and she proved she deserved her place. Each step she took built her confidence, and every time she pushed back against the naysayers, her strength grew. Think about it. Every time you show up for yourself, every challenge you overcome, you're laying another brick in the foundation of your self-confidence. Confidence comes from action. The more you show up for yourself, the stronger you become. 2. Never change yourself to fit. In one of the most empowering aspects of Ellie's journey is that she never dimmed her light to fit in. Never change who you are just to please others. When Elle walked into Harvard, she showed up in her pink dress, bright smile, and signature energy. She wasn't about to trade her femininity for power, because she knew she could have both. While the world expected her to conform to a serious mold, she instead redefined what power looks like: bold, feminine, and fierce. That's something so many of us struggle with. Society often pressures us to tone down our uniqueness, to hide our sparkle. But the truth is, individuality is your strength. Don't ever compromise it for the approval of others. Society tells us we need to change, tone it down, be quieter, be more serious. But Elle? She owned her uniqueness. And guess what? In the end, that's what made her stand out. It's a reminder. Your power comes from being exactly who you are. Don't ever shrink yourself to fit into a space that was never meant for you. 3. Rejection is redirection. Let's be honest. If Warner never dumped Elle, she would have never discovered her true potential. What felt like the worst thing in her life turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to her. She thought he was her future, but actually, he was just a lesson. So many of us see rejection as the end. We think, well, that's it. I wasn't good enough. But what if rejection isn't about losing something? What if it's about gaining clarity? Think about it. What if the biggest no of your life is just pushing you towards your biggest yes? Rejection isn't a dead end, it's a redirection. It's life's way of steering you towards something greater. Instead of wallowing in loss, Elle transformed that pain into her driving force. Ella Woods wouldn't have found her power if she hadn't been forced to step up. So if you're facing rejection right now, whether it's in love, your career, or life, don't let it break you. Let it build you. Let rejection be the push that forces you to rise higher and shine brighter. Sometimes the universe redirects you to a path where you can truly flourish. Embrace it. 4. Embrace your unique journey. Queens, every journey is unique. Elle Wood's path wasn't a straight line. It was full of twists, setbacks, and victories. And that's what makes it beautiful. Your journey is your own masterpiece. It's filled with ups and downs, and every experience, good or bad, shapes you into the phenomenal woman you are meant to be. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. Celebrate your progress, honor your struggles, and recognize that every step, no matter how small, is a victory. Embrace your journey. Your unique path is your strength, and every experience is a lesson that brings you closer to your true power. Queens, here's what I want you to take away today. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. It's about showing up, trying, failing, learning, and constantly proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Elle Woods wasn't the most qualified at Harvard. She didn't fit the mold. But she won, not because she had all the answers, but because she refused to let anyone tell her she couldn't. Remember, the world may try to tell you who you should be, but only you get to decide who you become. Embrace your journey, celebrate every victory, and above all, keep betting on yourself. That's it for today's video, Queens. I hope this inspired you to own your confidence, embrace your power, and never let rejection define you. Until next time, stay bold, stay brilliant, and keep proving them wrong.